Alright, so we say 3, 2, 1 action. Ayepyep.tv. You got O21 Ghost over here. I got a special guest right now. My boy, Tashinga.
You nice?
Let me first take your hand. This is a very special guest for the main reason he's cultivated a lot of activations here in the city and South Africa holistically. He's a young artist, he's a young creative, he's done so much in the country, he has had a huge impact in the creatives and the art space and the music space holistically. So let's chat about a couple of things, most specifically the topic of freedom as an artist, right? Tell me, what are your sentiments over here today as we are celebrating June 16 in South Africa? As a creative, tell me, who is that one person that inspired you growing up to be who you are right now? Because again, let's just link back to the fact that there were people who paved the way for us to be who we were right now. So tell me, who's that one person you looked at and saw, I want to be like that in the creative space?
That's a very loaded question, but I think Simon Cowell is a very interesting answer considering we're talking Gen 16 and that's not even someone South African.
Absolutely.
But I think Simon Cowell was someone that definitely gave me that, you can be a lot of things in entertainment and still make it work. He was a producer, this or that, like he had a few different elements of entertainment that he worked in. Also was involved in eventing and everything. So as I was growing up, I ended up getting a lot more different like inspirations and everything as I started working in the industry. But just as a young kid in high school, it was definitely Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
That's very insightful because I never knew that about Tash until today. That's very insightful for me. Now, off the back of that, I want to ask you the second prescribed question, right? Do you feel that it's actually your sole responsibility or responsibility as youth to cultivate a scene and a space that actually allows freedom of expression and freedom of creativity, not to only create the things that we want, but to also create the things that we feel are right for today?
I wouldn't say it's my responsibility because I don't think anyone is put on this earth and forced to be responsible for something. But I think it is my passion. It's something that I've always grown up wanting to do, to create opportunities and to create platforms for different people. I think dating back to high school, I was one of the first people to do like a talent show in high school.
Oh yeah?
I was one of the first people to book what we call celebrities in Zim. At the time, I think now we have celebrities in Zim.
Yeah.
By the time we didn't really have like celebrity culture, but the people that were the most popular was the first time that they came to our school and our province and everything. So I was creating these platforms since I was like 15, 16. And now I feel like everything I've done, like all the eventing I've done and managing clubs and stuff, it's always been a space where I can give someone a shot, That one gig for someone could mean the rest of their life, you know what I mean? So I think that's definitely something that I feel like is a passion of mine. Whether I don't want to call it a responsibility because one day if I decide to stop, I don't want someone to come back and say, hey, you're no longer doing events, I can't get gigs. No, man, it's something I was passionate about at the time, so 100%.
That's absolutely valid because, again, as they say, every man for themselves.
Yeah.
But again, on the other side of the coin, it takes a community to build what we're trying to build.
100%.
So, with that being said, do you feel that our generation or your generation is shaping the future of the music that we're experiencing right now?
Do I feel that our generation is shaping the future of the music that we're experiencing right now? I feel like that's an easy question because any generation was shaping the future of the music that they're experiencing at that time in their life. I just think that right now Africa as a whole is responsible for a lot of a bigger global impact than before. I think growing up, I listened to a lot of South African music. I grew up in Zimbabwe, just for clarity.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of South African music and Zimbabwean music and Congolese music. That was about it. Apart from the global music that was coming from everywhere else, like from America and everything. But now we're in a space where where I run an event called Soke where we celebrate different African genres and, you know, Africanicity and everything. And with Soke, I've started to listen to music from all over the continent. Like, I know a lot of Zambian artists. I'm connecting with a lot of people from Botswana, Namibia.
That's beautiful.
And I think the sounds that I'm hearing everyone creating have their own touch to it, but we're creating an African sound. As much as, you know, South Africans want to say, Amapiano is ours. And the gens are like, hey, Afrobeat sounds. The sounds are starting to come together, and this African sound is coming together, and you will know the touch. It's almost like Americans can tell you this is West Coast rap.
Exactly.
This is East Coast rap. But us, we're like, it's hip hop.
It's all one thing.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. Out there, they're just seeing it as Amapiano, African music. And I think that we as Africans are currently shaping what is the next global movement of music, and it is African music.
No, absolutely. And he's booked me once at Soke, actually, and it's a very beautiful event that unifies all African tastes in terms of music and bringing everybody continentally together into one place. With that being said, Tashinga, keep doing what you're doing for everybody in the creative space, for everybody in the youth, for every young person out there that's trying to do what you do and trying to emulate exactly what you're doing, but maybe at a much more bigger scale.
Yeah.
And that's Ayepyep.tv with myself, O21 Ghost. I got my man, Tashinga. Thank you so much for chopping that up with me, man.
Thank you, my brother.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
We need to take a shot right now. Okay, just to wrap it up holistically.
I'll take.
Okay, bartender. We just need one shot just for the scene. Yeah, absolutely. He tried to run. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. Okay, let's see what we can make happen right now, yeah?
What did you say?
Also, I want you guys to make sure that you are subscribing to Ayepyep.tv. Don't sleep on us.
Oh. I haven't. I studied film.
I got a shot of Casamigos for my man Tashinga over here. Here you go, my brother. Take this to the head. Okay, eye contact is the rule. Otherwise, we dust. Oshi!